Welcome back, everyone. Going to the second half here of episode 99, Drop Frames. Let's talk about Battlegrounds for 5 or 10 minutes. I agree with what you said, Co. It is the best BR game. However, I'm tired of playing unfinished BR games.
Yes.
I'm so tired of playing early access BR games where you have to learn the bullshit of said game to be able to be good at it. Like, I tweeted this last night. I wish, and everyone is like, oh, the Division. Division is not anything like Battlegrounds whatsoever.
Oh, God, no.
I wish people at some AAA house, Activision, EA, whoever, would take a game and make an actually finished Battlegrounds game. I would love that. I don't want this bullshit where H1Z1 doesn't make any actual substantive updates for a year, and then Final Battlegrounds comes out with Spectator, and H1Z1's like, oh yeah, we should probably put that in. Week later, it's put into the game. Like, I just want a finished game that's not fucking buggy. And I hate that. That's all I wanted to say.
The other side of the argument is that's how they get to the finished product, because there's
totally
a million things they think of, but there's 100 million things that they haven't thought of that will only come out by playing the game.
It's one of those. It's one of those people. It's a genre that is constantly needs rebalancing, like constantly.
Yeah.
So
or retuning. Yeah.
It's like Call of Duty's been around for years and years and years. So they've kind of like consider like the old titles betas for like what is balanced and what isn't. It's still not balanced, obviously, but they have that data already there. With this, it's like, well, it was a mod, and then it was a kind of a mod, and then a separate game, and now it's a full game.
Yeah.
So it's like their third try at making it like a full-fledged game, I believe.
Yep. With that said, though, it is the best one at the moment. I'm also like, all these stories that people are sharing about the game that have never touched a Battle Royale game, like the Giant Bomb guys, never played Arma 3 BR, never really touched H1Z1, couldn't get into it. Now they're just like losing their minds over PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and that's awesome because I think it's one of the best like new game experiences. That's really, I hipster out really bad about this stuff. I realized that last night that I'm such a hipster about it. It's like, I was playing this in Arma 3 2 years ago. Like, where were you? But yeah, it's super exciting to see all these new people jumping into it. It sold like already 1 million copies or something like that, which is fucking crazy.
Top of Twitch.
Yeah, top of Twitch, top of Steam for the past however long it's been out, 2 or 3 weeks. Doesn't seem like it's changing. So that's all great to see. But yeah, I just want to play a BR game that doesn't have bugs, where I don't get stuck indoors and then 5 seconds later die, or it's not laggy servers because that's still a thing, or it's not. They've said that they're working on optimization, and that stuff still needs to be out there because it doesn't run that well. But when it works,
I watch people with really good PCs having to drop it down to PS2 level.
Oh yeah, I have to drop it on
just
low.
to make it run.
Yeah,
fine. I'm like, that sucks.
All of my settings are medium or very low, and the only thing I have turned up, not even to all the way, is draw distance.
Yeah. Because you have to.
How come you have them turned down? Because I've heard a few arguments on either side.
Because here's the thing: this game is early access. This is not a finished game, and the development cycle of any game has optimization last. After you implement major gameplay pillars, after you put everything in the game that is going to be a major feature, you finish that, and then you optimize. They're not done with that yet.
Yeah.
They haven't even begun the optimization process. They have a stopgap that apparently is going to be in 2 days, where they're going to be like starting some of the optimization stuff. But this is a game in the middle of its development cycle. So it is not to the phase where the entire team is going to start being like, okay, we're done with the game. Now let's make it run really, really well.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
but why? Why in particular do you play it with like the medium setting? Does it?
You have to.
You have to, man.
If you don't lower your settings, you will get horrible frames.
Even with graphics all on low, Zeke, if you like look towards a city, it'll just drop to 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Even like I have a 1080 Ti. Me and Co have pretty similar computers. Like, if we just glance towards a city with draw distance at ultra, your FPS just goes down to 20, and then you turn away and it jumps back up to like 80 or 90.
Yeah. To be fair, the ultra draw distance is bugged, and no one should be using it.
I
hope you're not using it, JP.
I was told to put on ultras, but why is it bugged?
You were told the exact opposite of right. Like that will ruin your performance. You're talking about the difference between like 20 to 40 FPS and like 45 to 60 with that. Just that, dropping that from ultra to high.
In what? In cities or just in general?
In everywhere.
Oh, like because I get like 80 to 90 if I'm in the middle of nowhere.
On my settings right now, I almost never drop below 45 ever. Like I can run through the middle of the city and I can play totally normally. I don't have any slowdowns anywhere. But the game looks like a PS1 game.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
It
you
does
know,
look bad.
because again, it's not optimized at all. Oh, I also have a 10-core CPU, and it actually takes advantage of a lot of cores, which also really helps.
Right. Right.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is, and I agree with everything you said. Actually, like I would love that too. I would love a fully optimized, finished AAA quality battle royale game. I think we all have for a long time.
It's such a great game type.
But that's it. Like
fantastic.
here's the important thing though of what we have. Battlegrounds is awesome. Like it's a great medium between like the simulation Arma 3 style and the kind of overly arcadey H1Z1 style. The map is fun, intuitive, and large. The weapon selection is good. The gunplay feels pretty good. The attachment system is good. Like you can tell looking over the now 3 titles that PlayerUnknown first made a mod, so he basically used someone else's engine. Then he basically consulted. He didn't really have creative control, but he was there to kind of help with H1Z1. This is the first time he's been there from like the bottom. Like he basically started this entire project for PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. So this is the first time that we've really seen like his entire vision from the ground up be realized.
Yeah.
And I think it really shows in Battlegrounds. Like there's so many
I'd agree.
little things that make it super, super nice and fun to play. Like and playing with friends and stuff like that is a totally easy to do. You know, you join up in a group with a friend and one of you crashes, the group doesn't disband. They can just open it back up and you're back in. Like there's so many things about it that you can just tell are kind of those things that we've always kind of wanted in those other games. And again, it's not even finished yet. So
Right.
if you can get around the optimization issues, if you fully understand it's an early access product, it is the best out there. But even the best out there is still like not even a finished game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
We're all kind of
I like brought this up at an Ubisoft event for Ghost Recon, and I was like, I talked to one of the PR guys. I was like, so what are you guys doing for like mod support? Because I know you last like 10 Ubisoft PC games, you just like no mod support whatsoever. It's just like this is the map and the gunplay would be perfect for a battle royale type game. And he was like, oh, that's interesting. And then obviously nothing came of it. It's like even games like that where it's like they get the shooting and the graphics and the frame rates and the optimization is already there. If they just open it up to modders to go in there and make their own VR like game, because like the Bohemia engine's garbage.
Oh, it's
just
real bad.
horrible. It's the worst.
Yeah.
And like that, but that was the only one that really like could support a VR type game, you know, with like the large ass servers and big maps and stuff like that. So maybe that's the next step is some AAA title being like, okay, we're gonna open up this open world shooter to modders and see what they can do with it, and then see how that affects sales, and then like, okay, we should just make one of these games then.
I was trying to think.
That's how you get your Dotas, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you open up your game to modders, and all of a sudden, one brilliant dude makes like some amazing little thing in your game, and that's where basically League of Legends came from at this point. It's like all from a little map add-on. So, the power of mods, man, it's a real thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what if I could name a developer or a publisher and they started making a battleground style game, which one I would want to do it. And I don't know who I would want to make it. Like I can't.
That's hard.
I can't
Maybe
think of
Avalanche.
I'm blanking. What have they made?
Mad Max, Just Cause 2 and
Maybe.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember Just Cause 2, those modders made the like 1,000 person server
Yeah.
multiplayer mod, and then the sale, it was on top of Steam for like 3 months.
I don't know if.
And so they made 3, and they're like, we're opening it up to mods again.
Yeah, like what if they did a Battlefield?
Yeah, chat immediately started suggesting DICE, and that's a really interesting idea. Like
cool.
a Battlefield quality level battle royale experience.
That'd be cool. Someone said Rockstar. Imagine if they did a GTA 5 mod with that. That would be insane.
I'm surprised they haven't already.
Yeah, I was about to say there isn't a
Online
GTA
shit,
mod for
but-
battle royale.
I don't know if there's a GTA BR mod. That would be fucking pretty cool though, because those things that
They
city's
would've,
massive.
Like, in-house, Rockstar would have made a game mode for online because that's all they do now is they just put mode after mode into the game. But that's never been one of them.
That's a good one. From Software, Dark Souls plus battle royale.
Oh, that would be so sick if I'd actually
Just
play the
weapons
fuck
lying
out of that.
around everywhere.
Yeah,
You,
no
like,
projectiles.
get 'em.
It's all duels. That you just walk up on people just sit there fucking dueling with sick. That'd be sick. I'd be totally about that.
Dude, you have to kill NPCs to earn souls, and then you can buy weapons and stuff with them.
That'd be cool. That'd be a lot. Like we haven't even thought about
Mini
a battle
bosses
royale.
around the map.
Yeah, we haven't even thought of like a battle royale that's not gun based, like a melee focused, like chivalry style, Dark Souls style for Honor Style BR. That'd be fucking fun.
It has to be a tiny ass map then.
No, man, you make it fucking. You put 100 people in there, just make it
big.
massive,
like a huge Dark Souls multiplayer experience. Everyone kind of fighting into the center.
Yeah, that'd be fucking fun. That'd be a lot of fun. That's it. From Software, I want them to make the next BR game. I'll talk to them. I'll see what they say, guys. I'll
If
hit them
they're
up.
done with the Souls series, then come on.
Yeah,
Bloodborne Arena.
Yeah,
Done.
exactly.
There you go.
This
You
is
can have that one.
This is a perfect transition, by the way, because Zeke, you've been playing. I think a lot of us have been playing the expansion, the DLC for Dark Souls
Ring
3.
City.
How is
Yes,
it?
indeed.
I'm still getting there. I had to start over. It's a process. So tell me. About it.
Why'd you have to start over?
It doesn't have cloud saves on Steam, and I formatted it long
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how is it?
Yeah, I played through the entire DLC, and just as a side note, realized that because when I played through it, I tried not to get my mods, and I tried not to try to purge people who were giving me boss tips or secret doors or anything like that.
Sure.
But I realized afterwards that there was a whole section of the main game that I fucking missed. There was 3 bosses that I missed in the main
really?
games.
Like who?
Yeah.
Who did you miss?
The Storm King.
What?
Yeah,
That's like the best boss in the game. Me and
No,
Cohen are gonna
seriously,
flip out.
That is no. Listen, I'm so glad you said that because that is the last boss of all the Dark Souls games that I fought, and it was the best battle of all the Souls games.
Yeah, it's
in
great.
my opinion.
It's also a fucking piece of shit who is just a pain in the ass to hit. And then you get to
Well-
phase 2 and it's a nightmare. But yeah.
I went to him with dark magic after being way superiorly overleveled, and he wasn't that super hard for me.
Okay.
I think I only faced him 5 or 6 times.
That's like
and I
100
just
plus.
destroyed him.
That's like 100 plus death boss for me, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the design and the actual atmosphere. The Nameless King.
Yeah, he's great. Awesome fight.
Yeah, he was great. But as far as the DLC goes, it was it's fantastic. As you might imagine. Yeah, I'd go past that just in case. But it's everything about it was really good. The bosses were super difficult. The first boss was really hard, and then the second boss was probably one of the hardest Souls bosses that I've ever faced.
Which boss was that for you? Just
Because you can split off or whatever, I think.
yeah, and also I'm trying to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
spoiler
The second boss, the optional.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The optional.
I think you can say what he looks like or something. I think people won't be too upset by that.
Okay.
Because they're like,
spoiler-
let's talk about a game and then not say anything about it.
That's right.
Well,
Spoiler
actually, it's been
alert.
out for a
Spoiler
little
alert. Optional boss in the DLC is a dragon.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Mir. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even. I know his name. I know he's a dragon. I don't know anything about him. That's fine with me.
He was a tough
Oh, JP,
motherfucker.
you haven't finished it yet?
No. I'm working my way through the main. I'm doing a Dex build, so I'm getting. I've never played Dex ever in any Dark Souls, so I figured to make it fun and make it fresh, I wanted to go Dex, and so I'm. Where am I at? I need to kill Dancer and. I need to go kill the fucking what's the guy that you have to use the sword that fires the wind at him? Whatever that guy is. I can't think of his
The
name.
giant.
Oh, the big giant, bro.
Yeah, I'm at those 2 guys right now.
Cool.
It's like
So York.
yeah, I'm just running back
Are you
through.
dual wielding, or are you like?
No,
are
right
you,
now I'm using
all wielding?
the Uchigatana, the black blade, and the washing pole.
Washington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I've got
Very
those all at plus or 7 or 8. I haven't decided which one I want to go with it, but yeah, Dex build's kind of interesting. It's different. It's keeping it fresh. But yeah, you were talking about Mir, or however you say his name, Zeke. Difficult.
Yeah,
Difficult.
He was awesome. Great boss. Awesome looking boss. Just real tanky. Does not take a lot of damage from almost any source. And I went full on. Well, for the most part, I went full on pyro. But if there was no chance of me beating a boss because their fire resistance was too high, I would move to sorcery or miracle or whatever. But it was all magic.
Yeah.
Like I beat every boss in Dark Souls 3 with mostly fire, but sometimes I had to switch over to miracles or sorceries or whatever. But I found a good I don't know, Achilles heel for the dragon eventually. It still wasn't like you guaranteed win. I still had to face him like I bet like 25 times even after I found this thing. But it was a good fight. Great design. Like they knocked it out of the park. And then there's a really cool mechanic, boss mechanic in the DLC where if you don't know this yet, might spoil something for you, but one of the bosses, you can not only fight the boss, but you fight another player.
Oh, okay.
Another player can jump in if they're sitting there waiting and they have joined this covenant during the boss fight. Another player comes in and fights you.
That's
The
kind of
player
cool.
Alongside of another thing.
I remember they did that with the Mirror Knight or the Tower Knight or
But
whatever.
wait,
in
the
Dark Souls
boss
2.
doesn't attack the other player? They're like invisible to him?
No. Like when you enter in, there's an NPC supporter, and the boss is a player. It is a PvP player, and not only does the player, and well, I guess this isn't really too spoilery, but it's buffed. The player has some advantages as the boss, and he also has some disadvantages. And then you actually fight a player. And what's cool is later in the game, you get the Covenant. So you can equip it, and you get pulled in, and you're the boss for other players. I did that like
That's
10
cool.
times. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
And I
That's fucking
misspoke
cool.
because I said like you fight alongside the boss.
Yeah.
The only reason why I say that is because there's a giant thing in the room alongside you that looks like it would be. It's not a boss, but he's this huge dude that's in the room with you that you're like, oh, that's the guy. So I was, I misspoke.
Okay. Gotcha. How are the
And
actual...
yeah. For those asking in chat, if you're offline, it's just an NPC. It's like an NPC invasion. Yeah.
Is it like substantially easier if you're offline?
I would assume so, because
Yeah.
the boss is not like it's basically another player. Like you can chunk his life down when you hit him.
Okay.
But again, it's buffed a little bit, and not only that, like he's buffed with abilities. Like there's that spell that puts like orbs around you that then auto fire at anything close to you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
you get, and the boss is basically just doing that the whole fight. So I mean, you get like the boss gets a little bit, and also like, well, I'm not gonna say any more because I don't want to spoil it. But needless to say, it's a really cool encounter.
How are
on
the-
either side?
How are the actual zones apart from the like weird, the arrow bullshit? Apart from that, like, is it?
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I loved watching that compilation video of all streamers just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that. But the zones
I
are
did
good.
the same thing. I saw those guys rise up and I was like, oh, that's so fucking, whoa, hey!
Yeah.
Dead.
Yep. I think it was either, to answer your question, JP, it was either Ouroboros or Peeve that tweeted this, where basically they said, like, Ring City is an excellent homage to send off the franchise. Like,
Okay.
Nothing about it was really bad. The worst parts of it were, like, still classic Dark Soulsy, and there were some really cool stuff in it. I can also tell you that in the last DLC, I didn't even get a weapon that I was going to use for my character. In this one, I got, like, I was choosing like which new weapon I wanted to use in the new DLC. Yeah, so it is certainly an excellent send off.
Well, that makes me want to work through the game a little bit more. It was kind of slow going because it's like, all right, it's my fourth playthrough. Oh yeah, that guy's that thing's still there. It's gonna try to hit. Oh, all right, anyways, let's move on. Like it's a little bit slow.
I loved the Inception-y. Now I know it's I just say Inception because everyone knows what I'm talking about. They're probably not the first people to do it, but the city that's like curved like in on itself,
right.
The view of that is fucking amazing. Just to see like how intricate the buildings are in the background that you look at that of like a city that has been like you're like a rolled up, like almost getting rolled into itself. It's beautiful.
Dude, those guys are terrible looking. There's a lot of new enemy types, it seems.
Yes.
That's cool.
A lot of new mechanics, a lot of this. There's a lot of parts in this DLC that I remember being like, this is punishing. Like this is some of the more difficult Dark Soulsy parts in terms of just like doing huge amounts of damage really fast. It is, again, like it's a great kind of cumulative Dark Souls experience in this one. And that arrow field is a good example of areas that are just like they're designed to kill you. Like if your first time there, you're going to die. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's more than a couple areas like that. There's also, and I don't know if Zeke is actually getting to it now. There's another. It's not nearly as punishing, but it is just as annoying mechanic with these kind of like angel creatures. And when you're making your way through those areas the first time, it's just one of those like, what am I supposed to do here moments.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Those guys look cool too. Well, I'm excited to get to the DLC then. But yeah, that's the DLC. People seem to like it. Diction, what have you been playing, man? Sorry, we talked about Dark Souls, and I don't think that's really your jam.
No, I've played every like Souls game and Bloodborne, but I've never beaten a single one of them.
Yeah.
I appreciate them. I'm just terrible at them. I have no patience and I get frustrated easily.
You're probably not alone. It's safe to say
but
you're not
I love
alone
watching
with that.
people play it. If people are streaming it, I love watching it. Like it's an awesome series. The best game I've played recently was definitely Paradigm.
All right. I've got the stream up for that. What is Paradigm?
It's a point and click adventure game, which is my bread and butter. That's what I grew up playing because my dad invested in Macintosh. So those are like almost the only games I could play for a long time. LucasArts, yeah, like all that shit. And I think this was a Kickstarter game, and made by like.
Oh, I can't watch. You're further than I am.
I can back the VOD up.
Yeah, go to the first VOD of it.
There you go.
After I started playing this right after I did my Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. So it was really nice to have something to laugh at after I was dying inside, basically.
By the way, so close on that, dude.
I know.
So close. You made it to what, 11 out of 12?
I ate 10, but one was disqualified because there was still meat on the bone. There's still a little bit of meat.
I don't think anyone's beat that yet, by the way.
Yeah, no, it's
Fairlight
rough. It's rough.
Oh, Fairlight did?
Beat it? Okay, well, he's not human.
That's true.
He is a robot. Yeah.
He probably coated his stomach with the tears of his enemies.
Yep.
Well, but the thing is, like, he's easy to beat. All you have to do is go up to him with a logic problem, like this statement is false, and head explodes.
Oh my god! But yeah, this game is hysterical. It's if you're like me and you like Tim and Eric humor or like Adult Swim, even Homestar Runner type humor, it is hysterical. I have not laughed so hard at a video game in my entire life. It is just consistently funny and surprising. The puzzles are interesting, but they don't make you feel like an idiot. Right now in the game, this is actually a mini game. You have this little like kind of Game Boy type thing. You can play games on it, and this is a dating game where I choose a character I feel like dating, and I have to answer a bunch of questions correctly. But yeah, the art style is grotesque. I remember people would come into my stream and they're like, "What the fuck am I looking at right now?"
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
Character model is just horrifying looking. But yeah, I beat this. It was great to stream. Everyone was having a blast laughing at it. It helped me solve puzzles if I got stuck and stuff like that. It's my game.
Really?
It was just hysterical. Like, I love a good point and click adventure game. This is a really, really good.
I may have missed you say this, Diction. Is there voice acting? Is it voice acted or is it
fully voice?
Oh, it is.
The voice acting is exceptional.
Excellent.
It's really, really funny.
Cool.
Like lots of dry humor and dialogue. Just perfect. It's just.
I'm gonna go ahead and get this game.
It's awesome.
Yeah, this game raised 36,000 kangaroo dollars, which is 27,000 USD on Kickstarter. So.
Wait. Was that Australian money you were talking about?
Yeah, what is Australian money called? Is it just called dollars? I said kangaroo bucks, so everyone knew that I was talking Australian. They got it right away.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I totally got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't speak more highly for it. Just play it. Like, I don't want to ruin too much of it. Just you'll know within the first opening sequence whether this game is for you, because it opens with one of the funniest intros ever.
Yeah, it's very absurdist.
It's super absurdist. Yeah, it's like
and also there's no rules, like fourth wall breaking. It calls attention to other adventure games in the past.
Oh yeah, there's like tentacles everywhere from Day of the Tentacle. There's like one of the characters has a bunch of tattoos, and there's like Max from Sam and Max, and then the logo for Ninja Sex Party and stuff. Like, just like loads of details that are fun to pick out.
Huh.
Now I gotta bump it up my gaming schedule.
And it's
Thanks,
quick
Big
too. I beat it in like 6 hours, 5 hours on like the medium difficulty.
Really awesome.
Yeah, it's super. You can do it in one stream. Super easy.
Great.
I had to cut off the first one because the chicken wings started to come back with a vengeance at like after the 4 hour mark.
Hold on, you finished what in one stream?
I said you could finish Paradigm in one stream easily. It's a
Oh, so okay, because I got it at the end of my indie day, and I think I got like 3 hours into it, so I could feasibly like knock it out in one more.
Yep, totally.
Okay, cool.
Cool. That's available through Steam, right? You don't have to be like a Kickstarter backer or anything. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's out now. I think it's like $10, $13,
$14.99.
Yep.
Awesome.
Totally fair price for the experience.
What else you been playing, Dixon?
I played Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition last night with the Duke Nukem tour on, so you play as Duke Nukem.
Man,
I did that too.
How do you guys feel? Because I watched a little bit of the Duke Nukem stuff, and I was just like, I feel bad that people are making money off of this.
It was definitely
seems,
the cutscenes. There's no lip syncing in the cutscenes. I was just like Duke Nukem 3D was the first M-rated game I convinced my parents to buy me because I told them there was a
so you've got
parental filter that gets turned on. And then as soon as they went to bed at night, I turned it off and played with the gore and the titties and the swearing and all that stuff.
I think
So it's got to play some. It's like a nostalgia thing.
Maybe I'm alone in this. I just hate Duke Nukem. I think he is just a worthless character. I find nothing redeeming about him. I think he's boring. I've never enjoyed anything I've ever seen of him. I hate him that much.
He belongs in a certain era, definitely.
He really does, like, and I wish that era would go away.
He's very dated. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same kind of people who like schlock for schlock, that can sit down and watch a shitty ass movie but still like have a good time with it. It's just terrible. His dialogue is not that witty. However, the way he said, John St. John, who's the voice of Duke Nukem, has this swaggery kind of like really male, like man's man kind of a voice, and his delivery, he delivers the same, like with the same intonation like every time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the only voice he does, so.
Oh, I've got shit on my hands now. Oh, why? Yeah. I'm going to take your cock and shove it up your ass. Like,
I mean, I
can listen to them do that all day.
Yeah, that's Duke Nukem.
But like, yeah, I mean, I played through Bulletstorm 4 years ago on stream, I think, and it's still a solid shooting game. Like the mechanics are, they're rudimentary, but they're awesome. It's super fun to like find clever ways to kill your enemies. Like it's always.
Is this a remaster with Duke Nukem added in? Is that?
Yeah, it's a remaster. They bumped it up to 4K. They made some of the textures pop a little bit more, and the smooth out the frame rate. It runs really well.
That's such a weird game.
This is the first time I've played it.
Like, that's such a weird game to remaster to me. Like in the games that I want remastered, I'm not like, man, that Bulletstorm remaster
I feel like they're trying
sick.
Gearbox is trying to gauge whether it's got the drive for a sequel, because they like the ending is kind of open for a sequel that never happened. So maybe they're doing this to see, okay, will people buy a sequel? I'd love it. I was saying this on stream. I would love a sequel to this game with 2-player campaign co-op where you can combine your skill shots together.
Oh,
like one person laser whips, the other person kicks them, and then you shoot them. Like it would be so fun to do that.
Did you already discuss like that's like what sort of separates it from other FPSers?
Yeah,
is the skill system, like the skill shot?
You get points for being as creative as possible when you kill people in the game.
And also they have like specific names for kills. Like you kick a hot dog cart into a guy, it says fast food. Like it gives you like a fast food 250.
If you shoot him in the throat, it's gag reflex. And then my favorite is when you bisect him with the shotgun right there, it's topless.
Oh.
Yeah, it just popped up.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a crude game, but it's like it's a super fun like 7-hour campaign. Like I had a blast with it.
Is there there's no multiplayer or anything, right? It's just only
there's
single
a co-op wave like horde mode for 4 or 5 players, I think.
Well, for a game that came out 4 years ago, that makes sense. That's in the timeline.
Yeah.
When horde modes were big, for sure.
However, I will say this. It's $50. I don't know. I would not
Yeesh.
by any stretch say it's worth that.
It'll be
Yeah,
on
no.
sale soon.
Well, I certainly hope.
They should have pushed it at like $25-$30 for a remaster of a game that came out like 5 years ago. Like that price point's definitely not nothing I can get behind.
I assume it's PS4, Xbox One, and PC, right?
Yes, I believe so.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I just know it's PC. And from what people are saying is you don't need to get the Duke Nukem bundle because the Duke Nukem bundle is just
Wait,
reskin and revoiced of the main character.
they charge
That's it.
more for Duke Nukem?
Yeah, it's like $5 to get the Duke Nukem deals or bundle, I guess.
That I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me.
Now, but I have a quick question though. If now this goes to anyone who owns the game already, if you have the game, can you just get the
Upgrade or
Duke
whatever?
Nukem bundle,
Yeah, I don't know.
or do you have to buy the remastered or whatever, the whole thing?
Not sure. Chad will have to tell us here soon.
Yeah. Now listen, guys, I'll say it again. The price point, no, not worth it. Totally not worth it. It's way too much.
Even for people that haven't
anybody
played
who
before?
can't like write it off like we can, like streamers, if your job, you can like write that shit on your taxes.
Right.
Oh yeah, pay your taxes, streamers. You got like 2 or 3 days. Go do
Well,
that.
real quick though, Zeke, would you say that to people that have never played Bulletstorm before?
Who have never played Bulletstorm?
Yeah.
No, I'd say like maybe $25 would be a good price point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said it's what, a 7 to 8 hour single player?
Yeah.
On like medium difficulty. Yeah, if you went hard, it would probably take a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, people were saying while I was playing it, they were like, the Duke Nukem is fun and kitschy and whatever, but you don't need it because everyone was saying the main character's dialogue normally is still really good. So,
Oh yeah.
but I just played it with I just wanted to kind of play it and show it off because I never had picked it up before, and it's what, a 7-8-year-old game.
Wait.
Yeah, I'm kind of, dude, I got to admit, like the term low-hanging fruit comes to mind when looking at this. Like it's obviously not taking them a huge amount of production to remaster an existing product, and then you have paid DLC on top of it. It just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Gearbox, especially after the G2A stuff, but this seems just, it seems like
They could have
huge
handled. I
cash
mean,
grab.
It does.
maybe because they're not really producing much.
Yeah, like
lately.
what? They're not doing anything with their IPs. Like
They did the Borderlands.
Some people are assuming there's going to be a lot of
2.5.
E3 stuff that they're mum about right now.
Okay.
So they could drop a few bombs at E3.
Yeah,
which is why they may have been so quiet for the last. And that may actually explain this, is because they have been so focused on stuff that they're going to release. They just don't have anything new, and they need money.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a Borderlands 3 would be pretty big if they.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
If they iterate on that game for sure. But yeah, this looks like a
Or
game
an
out
alien
of,
game that doesn't suck ass. That'd be cool.
Yeah, but with their track record.
No. I just want another Alien versus Predator game, like
A good
a
one.
good one, like Alien VP 2. It was so good.
But Isolation was fucking.
Okay,
master-
no, Isolation's cool, but I'm talking like an action
Oh.
Alien game, yeah, like first person
Okay.
shooter. Isolation was good. I didn't even finish it because I was too terrified. I got stressed
fucking-
out, dude. I was like, wait,
They handled
like
the
the first scene where you actually are like stuck in an area with the alien. I like asked chat. I was like, is he on a path like in Outlast? Like, and they're like, no, he goes where he wants. And I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck that,
you like
no.
Hansu, yeah.
Yeah, like that's not cool, man. How am I supposed to fight him then?
Yeah, that game was pretty fun to watch for sure. So Bulletstorm, Paradigm, anything else, Diction? I see you've been playing a little bit of Flat Out 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. They just kind of like snuck that in onto Steam randomly without announcing it. It's fun. It made me forget that Flat Out 3 ever happened. It's just like pure balls to the walls, like arcade, like racing, and then the mini games where you launch your driver out the front of the car and ragdoll him into stuff. It's fun. I had a blast with it.
It's just, is it only a driving, like, What is the gameplay here? Are you just
So
driving a car?
okay.
I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
so
Flat
you
Out.
do a traditional like races and then earn new cars and new drivers and stuff like that. Upgrade your
Okay.
cars, or you can do like different modes. Like this mode in particular, I'm it's a race, but I'm getting points by smashing shit, like crashing into everything, other drivers. The thing is that you can only get a bonus to your points depending on where you're placed in the race. So I'm at 10th place here, so I only have a 1x bonus. But if I was at like 5th place, I'd have like 3 times bonus to my points. And then
Okay.
you're just trying to earn medals. You get more points, unlock more modes, and then there's a crash derby where you just smash cars. It's really fun. It's just kind of like for people that like racing games but aren't into like Forza and like the realistic ones. It's just an arcade racer and it's super fun. I like it. Good like throwaway game, just like have fun.
$40 on
Mhm.
Steam.
I can get behind that price.
Yeah.
There's a lot of content, not just there's a lot of content plus multiplayer. Like it's good.
They're selling 3 volumes of the soundtrack for $10 each. Does it have a good
Also
soundtrack?
yeah, it's a really good soundtrack too.
Is it like metal or what type of?
There's some metal, there's some punk, there's some ska. It's
Okay.
a big. It's kind of like Tony Hawk. You know, those games had a bunch of different type of the
And
same.
Is this a new game or is this another remaster? Again,
No,
I
this is a
know
new
nothing
game.
about this. It's new.
The,
Okay.
the people that were making Next Car Game turned it into this or something because
Really?
they didn't have a title for that. Yeah, I believe that's what it was.
Okay.
Like it came out. They came out with Next Car Game Wreck or whatever, and I guess that was essentially a beta for this.
Huh.
Yeah, and they just didn't really announce. I didn't see it on Kotaku or anything. I just saw it on the Steam page, and I was like, "Oh crap!" And then all the reviews were positive, so I bought it and tried it out, and it was really fun.
Cool. They have multiplayer.
Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, that's $40 if you want to pick that up. Let me look through your past broadcasts. Is there anything else? What's like the number one game you've played in the past month? Because you've played a
That'd
lot.
Still be Paradigm.
Still
Definitely.
Paradigm? Okay.
Yep.
What? How was Mirage? The chivalry with magic.
Oh yeah. That was actually really fun.
yeah. I want to hear about this.
It's definitely, if you played Chivalry, it definitely has a lot of the same controls, but there's a big emphasis on your powers and it's like a team-based shooter type thing where you have objectives and stuff. I really dug it once I figured out who my better character was to play around as.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it. It was like really pretty to look at, ran well. The combat was fun and just challenging enough where like sometimes I would get frustrated, but like most of the time I was like, well, that was my fault. I didn't parry or I didn't block right. You know, like it's all timing based.
Dude, it looks like Chivalry. Like with
does.
the hands in front of you when you run.
Oh yeah, and you can like if you press C when you're running, your dude will scream, and a lot of the voice acting is really over the top. Like there are some long screams in there that go on for like 10 seconds.
So what is the game mode we're looking at? Is this CTF? Is this team deathmatch? What is this?
We have to capture a point, and then the point starts moving, and we have to keep on the point. Right there, it's on that rail system.
Oh.
So it's basically a back and forth trying to get that thing to move to the other side of the map.
Okay. So it's
It's like that Overwatch game mode, except it goes back and forth.
Yeah. That's a lot of people are like, this looks just like Overwatch. I'm like, okay.
Oh god.
That got old like 7 years ago. Before Overwatch was even announced, that got old.
Overwatch created multiplayer gaming diction.
Well, dude, no. This combat is this combat as cool as it looks?
It is really cool. It's super satisfying. I got a couple clips where I because usually when you go 1v2 in this game, unless you get some good luck or you're really skilled, you'll probably die. But I got a couple like 1v3s where I came out victorious at the end, and it felt so satisfying. Like I don't consider myself skilled at all, but I knocked it out of the park.
I want to play that fat guy. That guy looks cool.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Him too.
One of his,
I hope his
one of
name is
moves
Sultan
he
or something.
summons. Yeah, he summons a magic carpet so you can get away quicker and like escape.
That's pretty cool. How many people are playing this? Is it decent user base? Because it's beta, right?
Can you play
Yeah,
it right now?
The beta is open until the game launches next month, I believe.
Okay.
So if you get a key, you can play it right now. I had no problems getting into servers. There was no I never waited longer than like 10 seconds.
It didn't hit me till now. There's a lot of blood going around and like dismemberment.
Oh yeah, you can chop off their heads, their arms, their legs, everything.
That's
pretty gore.
That's very contrasting when it's like a very colorful game, and then you just see someone running around without an arm and there's blood everywhere, and you're like, okay, all right, sure, let's go with that. That's kind of cool. How much do you have to buy into this, or is it open?
I was doing this as a sponsored stream, so they provided me a code.
Okay, let me.
I just bought it for $25.
Do you have
25
access
bucks.
already?
I don't know.
Should.
I'm.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can. 25, you get beta access immediately.
Oh yeah, when you
one of my
down.
talking
I have a
services.
Mirage Arcane Warfare that I can't do anything with, but then I also have a beta that I can install right now.
Cool. Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, that gameplay does look interesting. Huh.
It looks like Chivalry. Like you can see all the different
does,
moves
yeah.
he was doing just with like the one, and then he was blocking and spinning around like this. There's a lot of Chivalry in this
It's
game.
a lot more balanced though, because Chivalry is all about the weapon types, right? This one's about the character you choose. So each character is locked to a certain type of weapon. They do have stats, but they're not that different. So this guy I'm fighting right now is like, he's a tank. Like he's a total tank. I'm kind of a support character right there because I can do some healing grenade spells and stuff like that. But
Is it dedicated servers? Do you what is the server setup?
I think it's dedicated.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
But can you
All I
host
know
your-
is it took me no time at all to get into matches. Like
I would assume maybe with a beta, you probably can't host your own servers. But if it's anything like Chivalry and it's from the Chivalry devs, I would assume they're going to have like server hosting and stuff like that. I would think.
probably unless they're trying to go super esports with it and want to control the aspect of it.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Well, cool. That looks better. Not a lot of people were talking about this, but that looks better than I thought it would.
They did a really bad job of marketing it. Like that.
How
like
so?
the viewership was really bad because they like I've seen maybe 2 articles from like 3 years ago about this game, and then they had they had booths at PAX, but they have not. This is like their first big push to like get it out there, so no one really knows that they're making this game,
Huh.
and it's kind of a shame because there's a huge community for Chivalry. Like people love that game, they still play it to this day, but they don't even know that they're making a new game because they haven't been really vocal about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Zeke, what have you been playing? I know you played a lot of Domina. I know that's your jam right now. You're muted.
Well, I played 1 day of Domino.
Okay. I know you were talking up in the pregame.
Well, but here's the thing.
Or
Like
pre-show.
it was supposed to be on my indie day, which I used to call Indie Sunday. Now I played on Monday. But I ended up playing this Domina first, and I played it all fucking day. I played it 8 hours. Usually I do like 2 or 3 hours per game. This one was just too much fun. And I will say the specific reason why. This game has the best Twitch integration of any game to come. Okay, that's come out so far. The Twitch integration in this game is so much fun because not only does it what you do is you open the game and then the game says, would you like Twitch integration? Yes, enter your channel, yada, yada. And then a bot, Domina_bot, you allow that to come into your channel and it takes care of all like the voting and all of the, the like there's things that pop up, like adventure things that pop up in the game. Like this guy has come to your Ludus, which is where your fighters live. This guy's come to your Ludus and he wants to do this, blah, 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 blah. And he gives you 3 choices. And then the chat votes. And you can physically see the chat, like the bar, go up on the screen. And I just started saying, all right, first to 50 votes wins. And I'll pick that one. And the chat screwed me over and over and over again. They always pick the worst choice. Like his one choice is like, side with this guy, side with this guy. And then the third choice is, side with neither of them, fuck them. Always that choice. They always pick that choice.
Trying to
You
find
don't have to do that, though. You can pick whatever you want and just see like, oh, what does the chat think? But I actually was like, all right, first to 50, and I pick it, I'll do it. And also, the bot grabs names from active chatters and puts them into the game. So all those people you're seeing in my Ludus, all my warriors, are all chat names.
That's cool.
It picks them out at random and puts them in. You can do sub-only mode if you want. There's an option in the game to do sub-only. I don't know how it works. I never did it. But you can do so only subscribers can get in there. What else? Also, when you get a fight that is like the random fights, you also fight people from your chat. So there's people in your chat fighting other like named warriors in your chat, and they go head to head.
Nice.
And
People
it's-
probably get into it and invested.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing that's really cool and just going to be completely completely transparent about it. If you win a match, during a match, the bot will say, match has begun. Type exclamation yeah, Y-A, or exclamation boo, B-O-O. One exclamation yeah will give you 1 coin during the fight. A boo will take 1 coin away, but you only get them if you win. Now, here's the other. See that 510 that popped up right now?
I just saw that. Yeah.
That's bits. They're integrated into the game. They give you in-game currency if people put bits cheer you in the chat. But you only get them if you win. Only if there's a victory. So they type exclamation point YA cheer 500.
Huh.
That 500 bits goes into your in-game currency. Also, of course, into your pocket because it's a cheer. But It goes into your in-game currency as well. Now, bad things you need to know. You only get it if you win. So don't cheer if they don't win. 2, and most importantly, that the developers of Domina need to fucking do something about is there is some world events that happen while you're in your Ludus. If you choose the wrong one, all of your coins and all of your stuff goes away.
Oh,
so if
sucks.
someone cheered you 1,000, you get 1,000 coins in game. But this thing can take it away immediately, instantly, and that's $10 that $10+ that the person spent that is gone. It's just fucking gone. But so either you need to warn your chat that this is a possibility that might happen.
Yeah.
If you choose the wrong choice during a world event or like a random event, or they need to say
dangerous.
If you're doing cheer integration, that can't happen because that is $10 just completely gone. And I understand like you still get it as the broadcaster, but the in-game currency that they were trying to give you, the whole reason for them cheering you, it's gone.
It's zero.
But isn't that just moving some of the risk onto the viewer? So it's like but it's not.
I don't want to do that.
Can you turn it off?
I think if you make like the right choice during certain things.
I mean, can you make it so people can't cheer you money in the game?
I'm not sure.
Because like if these major events are part of the game's risk versus reward system and like meticulously programmed in to balance the game, they could really just like turn like they can't make it so people giving you bits would just always be up because that would completely break the game.
Right, but let me say
what would you do to fix it?
That's what I'm, like an addendum. How about just a warning? Like a warning in the game that says, if you cheer, be aware that the in-game currency can just go away sometimes, or there's a point where you can just have your coins wiped out. So do bits at your own risk, and that's why I'm saying this right now. I understand that you can tell people that they assume some of the responsibility for putting bits in the first place, but new people that come in, they're like, hey, what's this? And you don't catch it. And someone in chat says, hey, you can cheer bits. And they don't know that the bits haven't can leave, can be like wiped out.
Go bye-bye.
They feel, I would think they could feel cheated.
But where would you put that without, I mean, like you're giving the bits to Twitch, not the game. At what point would you'd have to warn the person before he gave you bits. So without there being like a persistent message on the screen, like in a corner saying like, please understand by giving your bits, you're basically risking, like you see, like it seems like they should just allow you to turn that stuff off. Like so that, and that way no one would get, I don't know. I agree with you though. It's weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
like I really don't like the idea of somebody like, hey, cool, these guys are helping the streamer out. Let me drop $50 to help him, and then 5 seconds later, hey, where'd all that stuff go?
It's completely unexplored territory. Like this is brand new stuff. So I figured there's going to be a ton of issues like this.
I really, really, really want to stress this point. This game was fucking funner than shit. However, if I play it again, I may very well just turn off cheers in my chat on the Twitch options.
Yeah.
Well, actually, people in the chat are saying you can turn that off. So apparently, you can turn off the bit. Hopefully, they're talking about the bit part because the rest of the integration sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say whenever you attach a game to like a financial system that basically involves gambling, even if it's just in the game, because that's essentially what it is. You're taking a risk. You know, I mean, it's not really gambling because they wouldn't get anything back. It'd all be one way. But you know. To them to drop their real money to try to improve your gameplay experience and then have that just disappear like
Sucks.
that.
That's shitty.
Yeah,
That
that's shitty.
I wouldn't want to put that on a viewer. That would yeah.
And it would also suck as a broadcaster to have to deal with that in general. Like that's just a shitty thing for.
No, dude, when it happened to me, like right when it happened, like I had probably, I want to say at least $40 worth of bits in my bank account that just went gone. And I was like, this is within the last like hour and a half of playing. Like I've been winning, people have been cheering, and then it was just gone. I went, whoa, wait a minute.
By bank
like
account, you mean
of real people money?
You mean in-game bank account, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that they
Okay.
paid for.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, they took
This
money
game
out of
steals
your
money
bank
from your
account.
actual bank account.
Why are you playing this
Yeah.
game?
Now, it's interesting enough, like some people in chat has a lot of really good ideas right now. It would be very interesting if the devs, for instance, could get with Twitch and they could make it so if the game the streamer is playing is Dominia and it detects that they have the bot code to trigger a cheer, that it would put in red text on the Twitch cheer. If you are tipping to give the player currency in Dominia, please be aware that choices can lose. Like it would be nice if there was a way to make sure every single person giving bits knew what they were getting into.
The Domina
If that
bot
were
has
possible.
automated commands. They should add that to the Domina bot because once the cheering is open, the Domina bot says it in the chat like it's /me, so it's highlighted. Domina bot cheering is now open. Type exclamation yeah, exclamation boo right now.
You would need a barrier though, because I mean that could be spammed off the screen.
Yeah.
If someone wasn't paying, like you would need to do it so if a person put a cheer in, a box would pop up with an accept button and saying like, please be aware if you are tipping to Dominion, do you still want to cheer? And then you would hit accept. Like, but that would require changes on Twitch's side. Like that's the problem when and this is one problem integration.
This is it.
What is it?
I think this is it. Knock down your door, drag out officer by the hair, and leave without murdering. Surrender all of your belongings. Gone.
That sucks.
They voted
on
for
many
that.
levels.
However, in my defense, the chat voted for that.
Well, that's
They
chat's
fucked
fault then.
themselves.
They fucked themselves. That's chat's fault.
Blame
That's not your
chat.
fault. I would not feel bad at this particular situation at all.
Well, I know you wouldn't, but I have a heart.
I mean, I have a heart too, but I still wouldn't feel bad. They chose that themselves. It was their own
They
demise.
did choose it themselves, but I can't really put the like. It was an unknown. Now it's a known.
Well,
I still recommend this game for any Twitch streamer. It is so much fucking fun to, like, you can put your they're slaves because it's Roman times. These fighters are all slaves. You can put your slaves to death. You can set them free if they do a good job. You can get them like their own private room to reward them for doing well in a fight or that kind of stuff. It's really in depth. There's a lot of different like little options in there. I can't recommend enough for Twitch streamers, but just be aware of the pitfalls of bit stuff.
Zeke, what they should do is when you get the private room and it's someone in chat, just have the bot whisper the fucking person in chat. Having a private conversation with them. That would be great. The dev should do that 100%. It's a great move.
Yeah. And I'm not listen. I'm not like. I just wish there was a warning. It's not $1 million that we lost. It was like like $38, but it's a warning that I wish I could have given to my chat or at least known about. That kind of thing. So it's not a huge deal, but when I unknowingly screw my chat out of something they wanted to see on the screen, I feel bad.
Makes sense.
Okay, on to the next.
How much is this, by the way?
Domina is $9.99 right now, and I think it's $9.99.
Okay.
Oh, and the soundtrack by my boy the Big Nick, that's TheBigNic, is fantastic.
What type of music?
All kinds of. There's some electronic, but there's also some like downtime music, like or like
Down-tempo
instrumental
house?
stuff.
Okay.
It's not. It's
Rap-
like
rap
instruments.
music?
Oh.
It's good. It's really good.
All
The
right.
OST is dope. Yeah, for sure.
Should I load up Indie Sunday or Indie Sunday on a Tuesday? Is that where you're going?
Yeah,
to
go
next?
ahead.
Okay.
Be my guest. Be my guest. We'll run through them real quick.
Cool. What is this?
Was kindergarten? Yeah, kindergarten. This game, it's an early access. It's $5. It is fucking dark. There's some fucking dark
You
humor.
murder
in it.
looks
children
pretty
in this?
dark.
Yeah,
it
kids
looks
die.
terrifying.
Kids die. Like you die. Like you get like the first thing that happens is this guy, and then there's no spoilers. It's the first thing that happens to you. If you take money out of your piggy bank, which you like, the starting room is like there's one piggy bank. You're like, oh, piggy bank, and I took all the money out. And this kid says, I can smell you have over $3, and he stops you, and he starts beating you up, and then he fucking kills you. He beats you to death.
What?
And then it's Groundhog Day.
Man,
This game is Groundhog Day.
School has changed.
You start over on Monday every day. So you learn lessons from it's Taco Tuesday, by the way. That's where I'm in the taco mask.
Sure.
Because I'm of the Church of Tacarilla. I don't want to go into religious stuff right now, but
Yeah.
but he just he keeps beating you and then like there's the teacher, of course. Giant bouncing jugs. There's the principal, and there's so many different ways to die. But the object of the game is to go through Monday over and over again until you get all of the collectibles.
Oh.
And they're called there's Monstermon cards, and then there's like 20 something of those, and there's also like little silhouettes in your starting room, starting the day. Little silhouettes of things, like one looks like a magnifying glass, and one looks like a pile of money or something like that. Those are other things that you collect by doing little storylines throughout the game. So you can become this little girl's boyfriend. And you like the girl in the pink. She says, "You be my boyfriend," and you're like, "Okay, I'll be your boyfriend." And she goes, "Go stick gum in the brunette girl's hair." Okay, I do it. And then at lunch, she's like, "Now dump something gross on your head." And throughout, like in the course of the game, you found a bucket of blood. She's like, "Yeah, that'll do it. Dump that on her head." So she has gum and a bucket of blood like in her hair. And you earn this girl's favor, and then she gives you this collectible that you take home and you keep, and then you just play Monday all over again. It's fun.
Man.
It's worth $5. It's definitely worth $5.
Co, you're gonna have to have some conversations with your kids. School is fucked up.
Yeah, lots changed in the last.
Yeah,
20 years.
it's gotten weird. I didn't know that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think I speak for all of us when I used to play with buckets of blood in kindergarten. But I mean, the whole like dumping on other people. That's
that's too.
that's new.
It's new.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
The thing I just thought about is this game would be perfectly reasonable in a prison setting. If these were adults in a prison setting, everything is like, oh, it makes sense. But it's in a kindergarten setting, so it makes it just that much more fucking funny.
Huh. I like how the principal has a statue outside with red eyes of himself. Where does the hole go, Zeke? Does it go to hell? Spoilers?
Behold the nugget. Yeah, behold the nugget cove. It's very deep and very dark. What secrets does it hold? You want to find out?
What?
Whoa!
Are you dead? Nice.
And that's what happens sometimes. It's one of those quirky fun game.
Nice. What's the name of it?
Moving on.
What's the name of that and how much?
Kindergarten, early access, $5, $4.99.
$5. Okay. Next game.
Yep. The next game was the Franz Kafka video game. That is the name of the game. The Franz Kafka video game.
Is it a
Or
hypnotist game?
Franz Kafka, however you want to pronounce it. It is a puzzle game all the way through. It's $9.99 on Steam. Great atmosphere, artwork. It's surrealist. You go through the game, and just solve puzzles, but they're all different kinds of puzzles. They'll challenge you to think in a different way. Like you see a puzzle in front of you, you go, "Oh, I've done a puzzle like this before." And then they'll say, then the game will throw a monkey wrench and then say, you think this is that kind of puzzle. However, it's not. It's a really cool mind tingler kind of a game.
I'm just gonna
It's
skip
a lot
ahead.
of fun.
Random.
Yeah, don't wanna give away any of the puzzle answers, but yeah, this guy was a puzzle. Like this monkey was a puzzle. You had to figure out how to get this. This was a puzzle. Like locked in 1905. This was a sliding number puzzle that you think is this way, but it's not this way.
Huh. Okay.
It's really like tests a lot of different puzzle. This is another puzzle that this one took me the longest. I was like, I don't fucking get it. I don't understand. And then
It's really pretty though. It's a nice
it's
looking puzzle.
full of aha moments where you go, got it. Oh fuck, I got it now.
Huh.
A lot of them.
Cool.
This was one of them where I went, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I was counting everything. I was like, and then it just hit me. I went, oh, that's great.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of
That's
those.
game.
$10, probably a couple hours. I played all the way through it.
All right.
Yep.
Next game looks like the final game. What is this?
Yep.
This is Paradigm.
Paradigm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
There is one game that I wanted to bring up. Well, two games. Thimbleweed Park, which I played all the way through. It's another point-and-click adventure game.
All right.
Please tell me
look.
all about that
Ron
game.
Gilbert himself.
Yes. So,
Oh, that's
so this
a
is
Ron
game I'm
Gilbert
really
game,
interested in. Can
Yeah.
you kind of like what did you think about it? How was it? Was it hard? Like, what did you think?
There were definitely moments where, just like any good adventure game, where you're like, I have tried combining everything with everything else. I have fucking talked to everybody 3 times, and then there was a moment where I actually looked up something because I got stuck and I was like, I have no fucking clue, and I looked it up and I wasn't sad. I wasn't sad that I looked it up because it was one of these little like, you missed one thing and it kind of like snowballed. You went further than the game was. You were supposed to have found this thing.
What was it?
You did
Was it a
not.
bug?
No.
Okay.
It was just one of those things that you can sort of miss. That you would normally not miss, but if they give you 100 things that look clickable and you click 99 of them, and you miss that one, but that one is like the thread, you get fucked. So I went back and I was like, oh, I missed this a while ago. Now I got it, and then it just unravels the whole thing again. So I wasn't mad that I missed this one thing. Great adventure game by the same guys who made Monkey Island and Maniac Mansion. Same sense of humor. Some very like referencey adventure game referencey jokes. Lucasfilm jokes. They call it mucus phlegm.
Oh god. Nice.
Like that character right there in the glasses that you're playing, she wants to be a video game developer. This game takes place in 1985, I think. She wants to be a video game developer at Mucus Phlegm.
Ah.
And
The
she wants
hottest.
to make adventure games because they're the future.
They are the future.
Yeah, but a lot of nods to old adventure games, Day of the Tentacle, stuff like that. What else? Oh, it's got some pretty cool like twists to it.
Story wise.
Yeah, story-wise twists at towards the end of the game. You go, oh, okay, funny, very clever. That kind of stuff. Let's see, how much was it? It's $20. If you like adventure games, it's worth $20 for sure.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of good sense of humor. A lot of there's some very funny parts.
That's on Steam, right? It's not
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Okay.
I forgot to mention one game I did play. You don't have to like do the whole thing on it, but Stories Untold. I played that last week. I don't know why I forgot about it because it was super impressive. It's a Devolver game, super short. You can get through. I think I beat it in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Really, really, really like wonderful presentation. It starts off as a text-based adventure game in like 1985, and then it gets very, very real with the sound design and lighting, and then like it's like three separate stories that are interconnected, but you don't know why or how, and it's all about solving puzzles in different ways. I remember the scene where you're in Greenland on the radio at like a ranger station. I had to take notes. I had to like pull over a piece of paper and take notes on some of the puzzles.
Huh.
But it was really good. The story's awesome. It reminded me of when I finished Gone Home. Just like, holy shit, that's crazy. Like it's
Nice.
good. It's really, really good.
What was the name of that?
Stories Untold.
Stories Untold.
It also
Zeke-
has a very Stranger Things vibe. They even use the same
Ooh.
font and like a lot of the same sounding music and stuff. It's good. It's really
Cool.
good.
How long did it take you?
Between 3 and 4 hours for the whole thing.
It's not bad.
Yeah, not terribly long.
I'm buying it right now. God,
It's
okay.
good. You'll like it, dude. It's really good.
This is
It's really-
the third game I bought during this show today.
I'm on my 5th, Zeke.
Yeah, that's $10 on Steam. Oh yeah, that does have a cool look to it. I should show this on stream. Hold on. Show the game. Cool.
Yeah, this looks really cool.
The way you're describing it, I thought it was like another point and click adventure like we just
It
watched.
kind of is it's some of the screens are a little bit static, but you can move around. But most of it's like, yeah, you're just like the first one you're typing a text adventure, like go into room or go into living room. And
look left.
and then it gets more and more in depth, like with each chapter and more involved with the things that you can interact with and do.
Oh, so it's a scary game.
It is scary. I jumped a couple times. It was really freaky.
Cool.
And like my chat didn't know what to think of it at first because like for the first like 10 minutes you're just typing on a computer in the game, and then all of a sudden like you hear a door open behind you, and the light flickers and like shit that you're typing starts happening in the game.
Oh
Like
shit.
in real life. Yeah, it was like my chat went from like what is this shit to like holy fuck and like being really scared.
Yeah. I don't want to hear any more about it. I'm excited.
No, it's
Cool.
it's good. Solid game. Solid $10 game.
Cool. Zeke,
If you like that kind of stuff, we talked about this already. We won't talk about it again. But if you like that kind of stuff, grab Mono, MONO. Grab Mono on Steam.
I think I remember.
I don't know if I want to have mono though. Isn't that
Oh,
deadly?
you want mono? Everyone wants mono.
Mono just means one. Last game.
Is it this one?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
I'm actually playing this tonight. Not on my channel, but I'll be playing it with my buddy DP at the Sour Kool-Aid Show. This game is called Use Your Words,
Ooh, I played
and
it too.
it's a very Jackboxy kind of a party game.
Is this from Jackbox? The people?
No.
developers? It's not.
Different
Like
company.
this is the room code stuff is like straight out of Jackbox.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's
that-
coming, though.
Good system.
Whoops.
Why fuck with it?
Yeah, that's true.
Use Your Words is by hold on. It's from Screenwave Media is putting it out, and it's developed by Smiling Buddha Games.
Okay.
It is a really fun word game. It doesn't have like the variety of Jackbox, but it's a really solid game to play with your chat. Chat can vote on their favorites while the game is being played. But you see, I mean, it's the gist of it is right there. My landlord doesn't mind me being late on rent as long as I blank.
You just make
And
any
you
words.
fill in, as long as I, give him 10 blowjobs a day. Like I said, you can put in whatever you want.
Yeah.
And you, as a player, you vote for your favorite, and you want to get getting ahead of myself. You vote for your favorite because if you don't, there's always a decoy in the answers.
And they're
The
really
game
convincing.
they provide for you, and they're good.
They're really good and they're convincing. They misspell stuff. They use wrong punctuation sometimes. So like I got tripped up on those. Then you lose points because it's like the game made them.
Yep.
And
So if
yeah,
you can
I thought
pick-
I'd be able to spot them, but they got really complex.
But even if you can spot them, you don't want to pick them. So even if you're like, okay, at least I know one of them is the bot, you don't want to pick it because you lose points. Also, the other really cool thing is if you play with someone who might not be that clever, they have a button that you can actually put in. You can put in good answers. The game will provide good answers for you.
Okay.
But they don't yield as many points. They do steal from people if they vote for it, but they don't give you as many points as your own original answers. And this is like one of 3 of the different game types.
Yep, there's
The subtitle one's my favorite. The one where you add subtitles to a foreign film is probably.
Yep.
the
They
easiest
do.
one.
They play like 5 seconds of foreign film, and there's like a black and white, public or public domain like movie clip. They're like, and then you put in the subtitle, and whoever has
See if I can find
funniest subtitle, gets the most votes. There's also headlines. They give you one picture, like a grandma like with her finger out and yelling at you, and you have to provide the headline for that picture.
Oh,
Like-
God. I'm 400 years old and shat my diaper. Nice.
Yep. So how are you? See?
Great.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it was a lot of fun. And want to give a shout out to to Brental Floss, who actually is part of the team making this. He came into the chat and played with us a couple times. It was fun.
Oh yeah, he was in my chat too. I didn't recognize until he left. I didn't know that he made the game. He was like, "All right, gotta go, guys." We're like, "Hey, thanks for answering our questions." Like, "Oh shit, he probably made the game. Damn it, I should have said hi to him."
Are the movie ones only every so often?
It goes. There's 3 different modes. There's subtitles, headlines, and fill in the blank.
Oh, okay.
And it just
You
goes
do 'em- you
one
do
to
'em-
the other.
Twice, and then there's a big survey round at the end that doubles the points or something. I think.
Oh yeah. There's the triple double points round where they give you 3 in a row.
Cool.
Yeah. It's super fun. I can't recommend it enough. $15. I'm gonna play it tonight with Star Cooley Show. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Oh, people are typing in their answers. I was excited to see more nonsense, but never mind.
Yeah, if you move down, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll play it tonight. I'll just watch your stream. Cool. Is that everything? Are we good? Missed any other games any other standout games?
I think we went through everything I did.
Dry.
What? You're dry? What?
I'm out of games that I played.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Really remarkable.
Cool.
Well, I guess coming up, I gonna check out. Gonna finish Paradigm on stream. Not tonight, probably tomorrow. And then after that, it's looking like Beat Cop. People have been telling me like, play Beat Cop, you'll fucking love it. Which is about 70% of the time I actually do. 30% of the time I'm like, you don't fucking know me.
So far, I've done pretty good job, I think, of suggesting games to you, though.
Yeah, you're good, dude.
Yeah.
Like the games that you have suggested, except for that Moose Man one, which was kind of a
That was
kind of a
that was Total Biscuit's fault, not mine. All right.
What is the
it was a
Moose Man?
snoozer.
Yeah, it was. It's like this weird indie game that was not.
Oh, that's right. I forgot I played Parappa the Rapper because it's not on my Steam list. I played the Parappa the Rapper remaster.
Parappa the Rapper's great.
Never played it.
Really?
It's fucking awesome. It was a lot of fun.
Those songs. So good.
I have one thing to say to you. Crack, crack, crack the eggs into the bowl.
Have you seen DJ Wheat doing that? That's like a famous Twitch clip.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Yeah, you should go watch that. He know.
Dude,
Yeah.
the line from the commercial, and whenever that game originally came out, that was probably set at my school.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one line more than most classes I went to.
Yep. Dude,
Kick, punch, it's all in the mind.
Yep. As soon as I was watching someone play that, and every time they would start a new song, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. And then I would know every fucking word in the song, and it was great. It's cool to see that game being remade. It's good stuff. Let's do some shout outs and call it a show. Diction, we'll start with you. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me. Hi, I'm Eat My Diction, mostly known as Eat My Diction 1 when you type it out. Feel free to check me out on the Twitters and Twitch. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tonight because I got to get some stuff done around the house, errands and stuff like that. But I'll be back tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna try Nier after you guys talked about it because that sounded pretty awesome. And then this game that came out today called The Sexy Brutale, which is like Groundhog Day meets Flu. We're trying to prevent people's murder. Looks pretty fucking cool, so I might try that out too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Zeke, do some shout outs.
What up?
Oh,
Ezekiel the
God,
third
not in
here.
your box. Get
I'm not
get back
even-
in your box.
Oh no!
Trying. Thank you guys. Thank you, Nick. Eat my for being here today. I have a foot thing for muting the mic.
Yeah, I was like, what? Fuck, is Skype just
Yeah.
died?
I actually just clicked it. Thank you, Eat My Diction, for being on the show. Very good friend and also very fun to chat with. I will be playing Use Your Words tonight on the twitch.tv/Sour Kool-Aid show with my buddy DP, one of my best friends for life. Gonna be doing that tonight. And then tomorrow I will be finishing up Paradigm. Most time I start at noon Pacific, usually every day. And then after that, Beat Cop. And I'm also looking at Blackwood Crossing, which will be a fucking feelsy journey.
Ooh.
With probably some tears. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. Also, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. We missed you. Although Jericho, best Co.
Agreed.
And of course, JP for putting it on. Follow me on Twitter, Ezekiel_III. That's it.
There we go. Cool. Co, some shout outs, sir.
Sure. Well, first of all, it is good to be back. Oh man, it's been great. Big thank you to Zeke and JP, and of course, Eat My Addiction. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you, Nick. My name is Co. Hi. A lot of you probably, especially if you joined recently, probably have no idea who I am. I'm a variety streamer. It's nice to meet you. Coming up down the road, we've got Outlast 1 DLC and 2. We have a Prey 100% run, Dawn of War 3. Going to be checking out Thimbleby Park and Paradigm after Near Route C, which is actually in the process of being finished up. So expect to see those pretty soon. And also playing Battlegrounds in the morning. And that's really about it. So yeah, stop on by sometime. We love meeting new people. And as always, thank you for watching today. And see you next week for our 100th episode.
Yeah, next week will be episode 100. So no guest for that. We have kind of an idea of what we're going to do, which is mostly just looking at clips, but it might just be a normal show after that. I don't know. We're going to talk and figure out if there's anything extra we want to do for that. And then the week after, we'll have Lyric on as our guest, and that's as far as we've gotten in terms of guest. So I'll keep hopefully getting those and be ahead of schedule by a week, but we'll see if that actually happens.
And for those wondering, no, Lyric would never agree to be on the show. No, we are not doing any more shows after 100. And yes, it is just a big elaborate troll.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering.
Pretty much. Anyways, that's it for the show. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next week for episode 100. We're out. Bye-bye.
Bye.